Men Are from Mars and Women Are from Venus by John Gray explores the fundamental psychological and emotional differences between men and women in relationships. The book offers practical advice on how to bridge these differences by understanding each other's needs, communication styles, and emotional responses. By treating these differences as complementary rather than conflicting, couples can foster greater understanding, intimacy, and harmony in their relationships. Hi, all, welcome back to the channel where we unravel the secrets of better relationships and meaningful connections. Today, we are diving into one of the most iconic relationships books of all time, Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus by John Gray. This book has transformed the way millions of people understand and approach their relationships. As it cores, at its core, it teaches us that men and women, while deeply connected, often think, feel, and communicate in vastly different ways. But rather than letting these differences drive us apart, Grace shows us how to celebrate them to build stronger and more loving relationships. If you have ever wondered why your partner just does not seem to understand you or how to bridge the communication gap, stay tuned. This video is for you. First up, let's talk about the metaphor itself. Gray suggests that men and women are so different in their thinking and behavior, it is as if they come from different planets. Men from Mars and women from Venus. Martians, its men, solution oriented, thriving on independence and achievement. They often want to fix problems and provide practical answers, while Venusians, that is, women, on the other hand, are nurturing, emotional, and value communication. They often want to share feelings and seek empathy, not necessarily solutions. This simple metaphor helps us realize that these differences are not flaws. They are natural and complementary once we understand them. One of the biggest challenges in relationships is communication, and Gray dives deep into this. Men tend to communicate to solve problems. If a woman shares a concern, a man might immediately jump to offering solutions, thinking being helpful. But women often share concerns not to get answers, but to feel heard and understood. Gray advises men to listen without interrupting or fixing, and women to recognize that a man's instinct to solve is not dismissive. It is his way of showing he cares. The key takeaway: listening with empathy and understanding each other's intent can transform your conversations. Men and women also have different emotional needs, and understanding these can significantly improve your relationship. Men need to feel appreciated, trusted, and admired. They thrive when they feel like they're making a positive impact in their partner's life. Women, on the other hand, need to feel loved, cared for, and understood. They thrive when they feel emotionally supported and valued. Grace suggests that small gestures like a heartfelt compliment or simply checking in can go a long way in meeting these needs. When it comes to stress, men and women often deal with it in completely different ways. Men tend to retreat to their caves. This means they withdraw, seeking solitude to thinking through their problems or recharge. Women might misinterpret this as a lack of interest, but it is actually how men process stress. Women, however, tend to reach out. They talk about their feelings to feel connected and supported. Men might see this as overacting or complaining, but it is simply how women cope. Grace advice: Respect these differences. Let men have their alone time and give women the space to express their emotions. Gray introduces the concept of a love tank, an emotional reservoir that needs to be filled for a relationship to thrive. Men fill their tank by feeling respected and needed. Women fill theirs by feeling cherished and emotionally supported. Gray recommends expressing love in ways your partners value most. For example, small acts of kindness, compliments, or even a simple hug can fill a woman's love tank. For men, words of affirmation and gratitude can do wonders. Another fascinating insight is the score-keeping trap. Gray explains that women often unconsciously keep score in relationships, assigning points for gestures of love and support. But here is the catch. Small acts like saying I love you might count just as much as grand gestures, like planning a fancy vacation. For men, this means that doing little things regularly can make a huge difference. And for women, it is about appreciating the effort behind the gestures, no matter how small they seem. So, what are the big takeaways from this iconic book? The first, men and women have fundamentally different dates and communication styles, but these differences are complementary, not conflicting. Effective communication starts with empathy, listening without judgment, and appreciating each other's intent. The third, understanding emotional needs like men needing trust and appreciation and women needing love and care can strengthen your bond. Fourth, respect each other's ways of coping with stress. Give men their cave time and women the space to express emotions. The fifth, regularly fill each other's love tanks with small but meaningful gestures of appreciation. The sixth, avoid this score-keeping trap. Small acts of love matter just as much as big ones. Relationships are not about changing your partner. They are about understanding and celebrating each other's differences. If you found this video helpful, give it to thumbs up, share it with someone who needs this advice, and hit that subscribe button for more insights on building better relationships. And let me know in the comments which lessons from men are from Mars, women are from Venus resonates with you the most. Let's discuss. Until next time, remember, love is not just about being perfect, it is about growing together.